Well, how's it going, guys? Haven't seen you guys in a hot second. We got Chris, High Tide, CJ, Marco, Space Ghost, Isaiah, Cam, Jason. How you guys doing? Chris again? What is it? He says, Chris, you're gonna have to wait and see. Actually, I can probably send it to you. But yeah, how you guys doing? Remember to stay hydrated. And I thought I would just go live. I just got done editing the longest video of my life. In the title, it says something big is coming next week. And yeah, something huge is coming next week. And I am just absolutely ecstatic. Ian says, you forgot me. Ian, how's it going, dude? How you doing? We just went live. I'm sorry. He says, I'm here, bitch. Dude, me too. Me too. Yeah, send me all the secrets. Okay. Let me send it. Chris, hang on. I'm gonna send you a trailer to it. How about that? There you go. You'll know what it is. You'll know what it is. Let me know when you see it. Ooh, when are you uploading said long video? It is gonna be going live on the 16th. So next Tuesday. So I haven't uploaded a video in a couple weeks. So it's been last week I was filming the video. This week I'm editing the video. Next week the video is going live, and then I'm gonna compile probably a vlog section or like multiple videos, just vlog style, because the studio's in shambles. You guys can't see it, but there's just stuff everywhere over there. CJ says, what's up, guys? I don't even remember the last time I watched you guys. Gotta remember that. No worries, man. Welcome. And then of course, High Tide OB coming through with all the emails. Dude, thank you so much for your continued membership, as well as Ian. I see you, dude. Don't even say, am I missing anyone else? No. Do you have an official link tree, or is it just all posted in your video descriptions? What do you mean? A video link tree, like a playlist, or what do you mean? I drove a box truck for the first time today and nobody got hurt. Okay, no, that's good. We got snow squalls yesterday here in Utah. It was pretty crazy. I need to catch up on some videos. So the first almost 2 weeks of January, or 2024, the first week of 2024 has just been crazy. Ashley's grandmother is now in hospice, and I've been really wanting to pay attention to that because she was just like a mom to Ashley. So I wanted to make sure that I was there for her. And yeah. Chris says, OMG. It's gonna be legit, Chris. There is a giveaway in that video. Just watch it. I promise you guys, you're not gonna want to miss it, because I think it is the biggest. Yeah, it is the biggest giveaway that I've ever done for a single person in the history of all of my giveaways. And I've given away over like 15,000-20,000 at least dollars worth of gear. So just saying, it's gonna be worth it. All right. Sorry to hear that. How's she doing? She's hanging in there. And like I said, I really appreciate your guys' patience, your continued support. 2024, I mean, it's starting out rough, but don't worry, you guys will be getting a lot more content coming here soon. Just wanted to make it clear to you guys. I'm not ditching out on you guys at all. Chris says, dude, the biggest giveaway ever in the history of EDC. Possibly. It actually might be. Has there been a giveaway larger than this one that I can think of? I know Taylor's done some giveaways, but I don't think it's this big. Has Vince done anything this big? I don't know. It might be. It might be. Yeah, I don't know. If you guys need anything, I speak for this group, and we're all here for you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, High Tide, aka Other Brandon. appreciate you. Big as in quality or quantity? Both. It's a big ass giveaway, all right, dude. I can't say anything more. It's a big ass giveaway. And I think you guys like it. Yeah, Chris is like both. I'll have to send Chris more details. I only showed him the trailer. I made a trailer that's gonna go live on the 14th. So stay tuned on my Instagram on the 14th. You guys will get some sneak peeks and stuff like that. It's gonna be dope. I'll show you a small giveaway. Ricky, dude, what are you doing here, Dad? What? Can you give me some utility blades? OB? Okay, maybe you can OB. The last comment wasn't written by me? Wait, what do you mean? I'll show you a small giveaway. Are you back with Taylor? Ricky? I haven't been talking to anyone recently. Outside of like I think Chris and then a few others, but like it's just been absolutely crazy and can't thank you guys enough. Chris says we talked about it last week, totally slipped my mind. There we go. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. I've only told like 1 or 2 people about this thing that's going to be happening. So I don't even have a top-down angle right now. The top-down angle, like all this stuff is just gone. And then I moved my entire desk this way towards the window, the ugly ass window. So yeah. And then the set is just crazy. The best ones, you blades, you find OB. Wait, what? Hello? Ian, are you speak English for me, please? CJ, the Stormtrooper, I see you playing with a knife. I am. It's the Arius. Just flicking it. I mean, I only have 2 knives in front of me right now. Thunderbird, which apparently has some locking issues, but I haven't felt any whatsoever. We got those 2. Got the Curator chilling in the slip. This thing is still getting carried quite often. Tough Guy Zerk. Wait, oh, there we go. There we go. And then in the actual pockets, of course. You guys know what it is. You guys know what it is. It's the Rosie. It's the Ozy Rosie. This Hartley big bearded guy took my phone. Okay, I see, Ricky. I see. Ian says Brandon has to impress his boyfriend. What? What are you even talking about? Jason said, I said MC had locking issues with the model, but it seems like yours is a good one. Nice. Yeah. There's no problems with it. I mean, if I had a hammer in front of me, I could try testing it, stressing it. Just like smack it against the table. Be kind of loud for you guys. Yeah, so in other news, I mean, live streams have been kind of like spotty. I don't really stream on Wednesdays usually, but I just had to make it up to you guys because it's been 2 weeks since I made a video. So maybe the last week of, no, maybe next week I'll post 2 videos and then another 2 videos the following. We need to continue the monthly pocket dump saga. So that needs to keep on doing its thing. For January, it'll already be too late for January. I might do a February one. We'll see. But I don't know. Let's see. Any of my content creator friends, have they uploaded anything? I see Ron hasn't uploaded anything in a month. He's got his kid. Has Ricky uploaded anything 2 weeks ago? We'll watch that here in a second. 9 months. It says, Hi Tide EDC. Thanks again for everything you bring to the table, not just for the channel members, but also subscribers and the EDC community as a whole. Dude, thank you so much again for your continued membership. I really appreciate it. let's see. So we're gonna go here and
what is going on, all you beautiful people? Thanks for joining me for yet another video. We got some stuff in from Revo. Before we dive into the new stuff, this is the candy.
Okay.
This was gifted to me by Sam.
Oh, whoops, you guys can't see this. Huh? Let me pause this music real quick. Okay.
Representative of Revo at
Ricky?
Blade Show West. At the time that he gave us this, it was $15.
I remember this
then
knife.
It's jumped up to $25.
I
but
totally
this is
remember
a
this knife. I mean,
budget knife from Revo
I have
for
it
quite a few
in the
reasons.
collection.
For
the
starters,
Revo that was
it's
like
got a button lock,
15 bucks at the time,
which is something that I feel like I don't see all that often in knives that are $15 to $25. That's pretty neat. Number two, we've got a hollow grind. Again, something you don't see all that often on budget knives. We got a Revo logo on there, which I'm not a big fan of. I kind of wish they would have done without it.
We as in it. Is it? Oh, yep.
In the words of the survivalist and
Oh,
bushcraft legend Morris
wow.
Kachansky, the more you know, the less you have to carry, and the less you know, the more you have to carry. So here are 5 EDC hacks that'll help you carry less and will practically turn you into MacGyver. Let's do the damn thing.
What are we even talking about, dude?
So the very first hack comes from a good friend of mine, Bushcraft Kelso. This is his Handsfree Mod. This works really well on AA
like
and AAA flashlights like this i5T EOS. I also have a couple of others
like it's yelling.
like the Preon from 47s,
an
i3T, or a Streamlight. This is the ProTac. Basically, any smaller flashlight like this with a tail switch works really well. It can work with other flashlights. It could also work with something that is like a rectangular flashlight, as long as you don't interfere with the button if it has a side switch or something like that. But let me show you how this works. It's very, very simple. All you need is a little bit of shot cord or bungee cord,
shot
and
cord,
some heat shrink. And Kelso sells this as a kit, not with a light, but heat shrink and some shot cord. He uses orange cord, so it's high vis.
Shrink cord onto the flashlight.
I couldn't find that. I could only find some black. Just really quickly for example here. So you could also throw a little glow nut bead on it for visibility. So all you need to do is get some heat shrink that will fit over the diameter of the flashlight. This is a little too big for that head, but I want it to be tight to the body so you can actually put it on this way. All right, so cut a piece of heat shrink that is just long enough so it doesn't cover your threads.
Damn, it's using
really
the arc
the
way it's supposed to be used?
You don't want it to be.
Yes, sir.
And then you would take a piece of this elastic shot cord, run it through there, and then since I don't have orange bungee, I have black. If you need the visibility, don't want to lose your flashlight, you could throw something like this glow nut bead on there as well. Tie off the end of your shot cord right here. Get the bead out of the way, and then you hit the heat shrink with a heat gun. Probably best to take the battery out.
Is that a portable heat gun, bro?
Once it's cooled off, you put the battery back in, you are left with a hands-free flashlight. So you turn it on and you can continue to work with your hands and point it without having to hold the flashlight. You can put it on either side. And with one like this, you can still put this on the brim of your hat if you need to, but it's just a good way to add some functionality to your flashlight. It also makes it easy to clip it to things as well. So there you go. That's tip number 1. Hack number 2, it's something I've sworn by for a very long time.
I've never seen that flashlight trick done before, so nice.
If you saw my backpack video recently where I suggested things you should carry in your backpack, a wallet is one of those things. I have a main wallet and I have a secondary wallet, and here's why. This has nothing to do with like a dummy wallet for fear of getting mugged or something like that, where you give a potential mugger an empty wallet or some fake stuff in a wallet. This has nothing to do with that. This is my primary wallet with all of the cards that I use regularly. My credit cards, debit cards, license, insurance, things like that that I need on me all the time. And then there are tons of other cards, especially running multiple businesses and stuff. Cards that I have to have but don't want with me at all times. So membership cards, other credit cards that I don't really use all that much, I put in a second wallet. So this I keep in my backpack. I have a little lockpick set back there, a notebook, and then in the front of this, there's a bunch of other cards, credit cards, membership cards, things of that nature. I don't want a Costanza wallet, so I have a slim wallet in my pocket, and then everything else I need in this one, which normally stays in my backpack, but can also go in my truck if I'm not gonna have my backpack with me. So 2 wallets, it's more useful than you think. The next hack is very, very simple, and it's one that everybody should know. And it's one reason you don't really need a compass as long as you have an analog wristwatch. Let me show you. So most digital watches have compasses built in, but
that is a nice ass watch. Just saying. Just saying. That's one of my favorite watches now.
If you were
I'm rocking this today. the Seiko SPB 213. Bam. On a NATO strap. So, yeah, that is dope though. The big
in the woods or something.
field watch. Amazing. This is an automatic one. And then it also has RZE.
Where you need to know north-south and you have an analog watch and you're in the northern hemisphere, it's very simple. You just point your hour hand at the sun, which is right over my right shoulder here. If you have that pointed at the sun, you take the halfway, the midway point between the hour hand and your 12.
God damn it, I don't know how to use a watch as a compass. So this is like perfect.
Clock position, which is at this point just a little bit past 1. And that is south. So directly out in this direction is south. So if I take this little button compass, we can actually test this. Give it a second to orientate. Look at that. It's about the same position as the 1 o'clock here. That's south. So as I stated earlier, I said if you were in the northern hemisphere, this shows us south. If you're in the southern hemisphere, this would show you the position of north. So you just flip it depending on where you are in relation to the equator. But there you go, compass built into your analog watch. And again, it's not perfect. It's not exact just because different times of the year, the sun's gonna be in different places, but it's good enough to let you know north, south, get orientated and go in the direction you need to go in. So the next hack is really just a product. It's awesome. Ranger bands, and I'm gonna include it as a hack because I don't think people use it enough, myself included. They're really awesome. They have a million different use cases like zip ties and duct tape. Ranger bands are awesome. So these come from my friends at Wazoo, and you can see just many of the uses here on this card, but you don't have to buy them. You can buy them if you don't want to make them yourself, but you can just make them with an old bike inner tube. Just cut it up, and that's a Ranger band. That's how it all started. But if you want different sizes and diameters and lengths and widths, you can buy this combo pack from Wazoo. But here are just 3 examples of what you can do with a Ranger band. So I showed you in my Altoid Survival tin that I had a bandit from Grim Survival around mine to hold it together and add additional gear. You could also just use a Ranger band and hold something like a glow card on the back of your Altoids tin.
What the hell's a glow
And then if you
card?
need to get this off, you just pull the whole Ranger band off. It's gonna keep it closed. Ranger band. Awesome. You could also do the exact same thing I just showed you with heat shrink with a Ranger band around a flashlight. This is better if you need to access like charging or say a side switch or something to that effect.
I think Taylor,
you can put this on and take it off so it's not as
mode.
permanent as heat shrink, but it's also not quite as stable. But I mean, it works just as well. And lastly, here is another example of what you see a lot of like bushcraft and survivalists use it for. You have a Bic lighter. Underneath this, I have about a foot of duct tape. I have 7 or 8 feet of candle wick, and then I have the Ranger bands wrapped around it. So in this instance, the Ranger band is not only holding the wick tight and keeping it from unwinding, it's also a fire starter. The wick is a fire starter, and so is the duct tape. So almost everything on here is pulling double or triple duty.
This was filmed a bit ago.
Ranger bands are just holding the whole thing together. So it's really, really, and let me show you just real quick. So if you really need it, Ranger band can be your fire starter as well. So I don't always wear a neck knife. In fact, I rarely ever do, but if I'm camping, backpacking, hiking, I'm gonna have something a little more accessible like a neck knife. I bet. It's all well and good, but I wanna show you a cool little hack that I learned recently. This will work with most, but not all neck knives, but you can take your standard lanyard off of it, and you can take something like this right here. This is the Wazoo Viking Spark. You could use just the spark or just the Viking whetstone, and now they have this new clasp mechanism that can easily go through the holes. I also have a Ranger band on here to hold everything tight. Slide this down.
Damn, dude. I think if I was wearing that,
go around your neck. Now I did cut this a little short because I set this up before I knew that you could do this, so I would probably start with a little bit longer of a lanyard, but it works really, really well. Mine is a little too close to the neck for comfort,
and I don't think I ever will.
Is a really cool hack. You're getting a lot out of such a small package. I'm going to end this video with 2 hacks for Knipex pliers because I think they are awesome and obviously very, very popular now. But if you carry a multi-tool, what are the 2 things you use most on the multi-tool? Most likely, if I were to guess,
regardless, you can always just hit up my guys
and
over there.
a bit driver or a Phillips flathead, whatever. If you carry just a Knipex, you're missing out on some of those other important tools, primarily that driver. But if you have a Leatherman ratchet driver or something like that 711L, what you can do is take your Cobra pliers. It works best with these 5-inch Cobra pliers. It does work with some of the others, but these it works best with. So if you open it up about that much, let it click into place, you'll notice that that hole is just big enough for this right here. It holds your flat bit adapter or your Leatherman ratchet driver, and you have a wrench with your Cobra pliers. So you can have, if you use mostly just the screwdriver and the pliers,
does that work
you
with
can have
4-inch?
the same utility with just this. It's pretty cool, isn't it? I think that's awesome. The next hack has to do with the smaller Cobra pliers. These are the 4-inch. So 5-inch, 4-inch, you notice a big difference here. No grips. That's one of the things that I dislike the most about these little ones. It doesn't have a button either, which I wish it did, but hey, you go smaller, you're gonna have to have some sacrifices. One thing you can do, you can go to Lowe's and you can buy some Plasti-Dip, and you can dip these into Plasti-Dip and then rubberize the handles yourself, or you can just use some heat shrink. I don't really like this yellow and green color, but it's what I got right now.
Heat shrink is everything.
So you can slide these on here, and you want to trim it before you
portable heat gun.
Shrink it. So
we just put on everything.
Mark about where you want it to be. I want it to be just above the end of the handles, so about right there on this one. We'll do about right there. Get your heat gun.
Dude, I need one of those heat guns. A portable heat gun.
And now you have some grips on your Cobra pliers. Obviously, it would look better with like a black or a different color, but easy grips on your Cobra pliers, and they're easier to hold on to now. So that's it. Those are some really awesome EDC hacks that you may not have known about. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments down below.
What am I looking at?
So that's it. Those are some really awesome EDC hacks.
What is this right here? It's in the set. I don't know if that was purposely put there to see if people would notice, but I also noticed in the back that the other sign is gone. But like, what?
Hacks
That's
that
a
you
bum
may
bag right there, I think.
Not have known about. Let me know.
Triple H man.
What you thought about it in the comments down below, but also if you have any hacks to share, and let me know if you want to see another video like this in the future. Anything I talked about in this video that you may.
I don't know if they're a band or whatever. This is 3 weeks ago. I haven't been.
We always talk about what we carry in our pockets. I've even talked about what's in my truck, but very seldomly do we talk about backpacks and what we carry in them. I have a list of 10 items that every single backpack ever should have in them. And with that said, let's do the damn thing. X
would be sent about the heat wrap on Kennepex. Well, guess
what? So as I mentioned recently, I have actually
backpacks.
Updated my backpack, and this is the one that I've been carrying for, I don't know, month and a half. This is the Big Idea Design TI backpack. And if you're wondering why it's TI, it has little titanium accents like this buckle, this one, and also the buckles here.
Wait, we'll watch
that may or may not matter to you, but the backpack itself is really nice. Big Idea Design is the sponsor of this video, but the backpack itself is not exactly why we're here. I want to talk to you about the stuff that I keep inside mine. This is not everything I carry inside it, but 10 things that I think everybody should have. So number one, I talk about this pretty frequently. This is a toolkit that just travels between all of the things. This usually lives in my truck, but it can be attached to my belt. And obviously I've thrown it in my backpack. It just kind of travels to where I feel I need it the most at the time. And I just have a bunch of different things in here. A screwdriver, headlamp, pliers, another flashlight. This is just a little mobile toolkit. I've also often talked about in the past a knife maintenance kit, because I work on knives all the time, cleaning them, tightening them, fixing them, sharpening them. So I carry a toolkit like that too. So I have multiple toolkits everywhere. Another example of something you could do is just a little toolkit like this that's got a few essentials. Another screwdriver, Knipex, good pair of scissors, a little knife maintenance thing that's got a hone and a strop on it, a wrench. Just a small set of tools for light duty work. But I think at the very least, you should have a multi-tool in your backpack. I carry one in my pocket now, a full-size multi-tool like this Leatherman Arc now, but maybe you want something smaller in your pocket, like a Swiss Army.
I've ventured to REI a few times looking for the Arc specifically, and they're just sold out. So this year, hopefully, I can get my hands on it. We'll see. I'm not sure where this comes from, though.
Knife. Carrying a full-size multi-tool in your backpack is a really good way to have both on hand, but one's just nearby, not always in your pocket. The point is, number one,
on the Leatherman
a toolkit,
just bought
or
one,
at the very least, a multi-tool. So I used to carry a battery pack in my bag. I would often work at coffee shops and stuff, and I would just bring a power bank with me. But I don't really like doing that anymore for a number of reasons. So what I always have in my bag is a charger like this. We just recently talked about this one in my gift guide. This is the Basis 100 watt GAN charger.
So Taylor brought that to my studio and plugged that thing in, and it had like everything that he possibly could need, which is pretty sweet. And it has an extension cord built in. So for travel, that thing is actually like almost a must buy.
Have 2 USB-C ports as well as 2 USB-A, and collectively they can charge at 100 watts, but you also get 2 additional plugs. So up to here, it's an extension cord, and then your charger is everything beyond that. And it's really neat. And the one thing I really like about it is if you're at like a coffee shop or something, sometimes they have just loose outlets, and one that sits in the wall will fall out. This one has an extension built in, does make it a little bulkier, but for me, this has been way better than the one I used to use. But the second piece of the puzzle is this right here. So this is from Uni, and this is a 15-foot USB-C cable.
Yeah, I have one of those.
It's also high.
That's what I use for my overhead cam. Is this cable to my PC, to my camera, and this thing is perfect.
Data transfer as well. It's not quite Thunderbolt 3, but look at this. Actually, Ricky, can you grab one end? Just hold it right there at the edge of the table.
That POV though. Let's go.
Point is, you can be at a coffee shop, and you're not going to find a coffee shop that's so big that with both of these together, you can't.
I didn't. Wait, maybe it's because this is like on a wide angle shot, but like Taylor looks tiny back there.
Charge your device. It always sucks going somewhere and having a plug that you can't reach.
No. Holy shit. Okay, that really put it in perspective.
So with these Uni cables, I buy a bunch of these for USB-C. I have them for Lightning, and I keep probably 2 or 3 here at the office, and 1 or 2 in my bag, and maybe 1 at home.
What's going
because
on, dude? Welcome.
This is the best thing ever. They're a little more expensive, obviously, but so worth it. Before we go any further, I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video, Big Idea Design. You guys probably are already familiar with them for their titanium pocket tools like the TPT Slide, Bitbar Inline, and if you're not, you really should be. You're really missing out. They also make some of the best EDC pins out there, and they've also made this titanium watch, which is on my wrist almost every single day. But that's not why we're here talking about Big Idea Design. We're here to talk about their latest venture. They're always expanding, and now they have a backpack, the TI EDC backpack. The bag is made out of highly water-resistant material and comes in a heathered gray or black. It features titanium hardware on the straps and the hook for the roll top, and it has a very sleek and minimalist design aesthetic. It's a 25-liter semi-rigid construction backpack that comes with all sorts of organization to keep all your gear neat and tidy. So primarily, this organization comes from a
bag. I mean, it can be used as a camera bag from what it looks like, but it's got the origami style divider
gear tray that has inbuilt organization cubbies that can be customized and molded to suit your gear.
I'm guessing it has some Velcro on the back of that SSD. What else does he have in here? Fixed blade. Roll, he talked about that already. The pouch, 2 pouches.
Exactly like a camera bag. However, if you don't want the tray or don't want it in certain situations, you can just remove it quickly. It's really neat. Of course, there's a tech pocket around back to hold and protect your larger items like tablets and laptops, and there are tiny zip pockets all around for storing smaller items like your wallet or a passport or
taller than Taylor.
Titanium pocket tools. And there are even some pockets on the straps to clip items like a flashlight or a pen to. But one of the coolest features of this backpack is the dry bag compartment up front for when you need extra space or want to separate things like dirty gym clothes from the rest of your stuff. This roll top pouch adds an additional 10 liters of space on the fly. I've been carrying the TI EDC backpack for over a month now, every single day, and I really enjoy it a lot. It's comfortable, and it has plenty of space and organization for everyday use and even travel, and the ability to expand the storage space on the fly, or even better, remove that entire tray in just one go is something I never knew I needed in a backpack. So if you want to check out the TI EDC backpack in further detail, and maybe even buy one for yourself, hit the link in the description down below. That will take you to the
bag concept into an EDC bag, which is pretty sweet.
Your Kickstarter campaign, which is currently running. It's also funded, so it's going to happen. But if you want to be among the first to get one yourself and get some money off MSRP, hit that link down below. And once again, I want to thank Big Idea Design for sponsoring this video. So my truck EDC gift guide, I talked about this right here, and this is just a pouch that you can put anything in, but a first aid kit, right? This is a little bit too big for a backpack. for every single day
That
for
is a
me, and it's more of
ginormous
like
first aid
a
kit.
pretty severe trauma kit, not a
Compared to
full-on
mine,
first aid, but
at least.
you know, it's got essentials in it. This is not going to
Mikey,
go in my
how's the sub,
backpack
dude?
every
How you
day,
doing?
but it's something I grab for a hike or something
Ginger
like that.
Fisher, how's it going?
More backpack sized is something like one of these. So this is the MyMedic EDC Trauma Kit. So you got some rubber gloves as chest seal. You have a tourniquet and some quick clot.
Holy shit, yeah,
this is
that's a
for
pretty
obviously more
extensive-
serious boo-boos. This
It's like an
is
IFAK,
more of
dude.
a just EDC kit, Adventure Mini EDC. It's got a few different sterile pads, nitrile gloves, gauze, Band-Aid pack, sting swab, prep pads, face mask. So something like this, or just a little boo-boo kit that's kind of this same thing, but that you build yourself in a pouch. All right, so Band-Aids,
Mine is, like,
antacids,
right in between those
aspirin,
two.
hand sanitizer, things of that nature. Just a
So
small little
Doozy,
first
welcome
aid
back
kit
as
for
well.
bumps and bruises, or depending on how serious you think things might get. But I think at the very least, just a small little first aid kit in a small pouch like this that
Y'all
you can
have
tuck
seen these
away
videos
and
already.
grab. And
I'm
I
sure
recommend
you
something
have.
that
I
is
haven't.
very
So-
obvious at a quick glance what it is. A first aid kit that's black and red, has a cross on it, whatever. I actually had a patch, I don't know where it went. And I would recommend something like this to go on your zipper pull. So a glow nut, it's a very, very, very bright glowing,
Shred off that
glow in the
zipper
dark
pull,
bead,
throw on a
or
lanyard,
some of these
and then throw
Lumi
one of
mods,
those on there, and
just so
boom,
that
you're good.
if you quickly shine a flashlight down in your bag or something, this thing's going to continue to glow and make it easier to find. I think anything that helps it easier to find is better. Anyway, a first aid kit is item number 3. So I always carry a flashlight in my pocket, have every day for years and years and years, but I always keep one in my backpack as well. And typically it's something a little bit bigger
Just
like
in
this. So
Ohio,
this one I've actually been carrying in my pocket, but I have 2 of them. So I have one in
Owl
here, which is a
X3?
charging case. This can also be used as a lantern,
different one? I
which
don't
is
know.
really cool. But I could have one in my pocket and then swap it out with one in the bag. But typically my backpack flashlights are a little bit beefier, and maybe something that has a double-sided clip so I can stick it to my hat and use it as a headlamp. Because my typical EDC flashlight is going to be more AAA size.
Phoenix, I think, Rook, Wubin, and then the CWF.
So for a truck light,
That
we're looking
Rook, though, that thing is dope. If you guys don't know what the Rook is, it's from Vosteed and Raylight. It's a collaborative piece, and that thing is amazing. I think that and the Peanut were my primary carries in terms of my nighttime walks. So
more like CR123As or AA size flashlights, or even 18350, or bigger diameter batteries means bigger flashlight and better run times and brighter outputs. I just use keep a more high-powered flashlight in my bag because I don't want something this big and chunky in my pocket every single day. So I tend to have a better or a backup flashlight in my bag. Next up is this item right here. Typically,
Field notes?
I have a pin also clipped to that. But anyway, number 5 is a pocket notebook of sorts. So this is a Tough Possum Gear notebook holder, as well as a Write in the Rain, and then I have a pen clipped to it. And for me, I don't really take a lot of handwritten notes. I just showed you the first page. I can show you any page in here. This is actually not written in.
So many notes.
And I don't write down
I
a
got
lot of
notepads
things
everywhere.
because I am an avid phone note taker. But if your phone's dead, if you need to leave a note for
November
somebody, you need to
pocket
write something
stuff.
down for someone, whatever it
Random
is,
stuff.
having a piece of paper and a pen is something that a phone can't really
I just
replace.
notes
So I
everywhere.
keep this in my backpack. It's not something I'm going to carry in my pocket, but there are also a million other options. So here's one that's very similar from ARC Company, except for it has outside gear slots, and you could maybe even use this as a wallet. I did forget to mention, I keep
Wait a
my
minute.
lockpick set in the back of
Wait
this.
a minute. Is the ARC
You could
used
keep
to
cards in here.
be
I know Jayberry uses this as his actual wallet.
a notebook? Like
So
cover?
you could do the same with this, right? You've got gear pockets, a card
Bro,
pocket on the
what?
back, and then this.
Hold up. One sec. I need to check this. Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, wait a minute.
This one, same deal, but you have an elastic pin loop and card slots on the inside. So if you want something that's a little more pocket friendly, maybe one of these. And then, of course, this is where my flashlight came out of. This is the Yellow Birch Outfitters Pocket Pro. It can hold a knife, pen, flashlight, and a full-size field note. So that's my only complaint with these is that these are more like Right in the Rain or really mini notebook size. This is a full-size notebook, but of course you have to take that notebook out to use it. And then Hitch and Timber has several different options as well that'll hold a full-size field notes or really anything smaller. And then you can also put cards and other gear in here as well. And that's the trucker's hitch. So pocket notebook with a pen or even a bigger notebook because you're carrying it in your bag. So if you want something a little bit bigger, that's also the option, but a pen and notebook is item number 5. The next item, which I keep right beside that notebook, it would be really good to put is this right here, which I never even think of, but just in case you leave.
What just happened right there? Wait a minute.
Just in case you leave your wallet at home, you can still get by with item number 5. The next item, which I keep right beside that notebook, it would be really good to put is this right here, which I never even think of.
I have no idea what that was.
Just in case you leave your wallet at home, you can still get by with the cash and maybe like a Google Pay or Apple Pay, which is typically how I pay anyway. But you can put cash and have your backup cards in here and still get by if you leave your primary wallet. This is another pouch from Zero Feud, and this is my backup wallet. I used to keep more like tools like a Swiss Army and stuff in here, but this is literally just
cloth carabiner.
Is the point, the item that I'm recommending, but in particular this Hero Clip
carabiner
item on the list. It's a sling, okay? You don't have to say the bum bag. I don't have to say the bum bag, a sling. The reason I say that you should have a sling in your backpack is because I use this like a pouch. A lot of people in the EDC world have pouches like this Data Crew or Vanquist or this AGP from Notorious or this Garage Built Gear pouch. There are so many pouches. I have hundreds of pouches. But you know what I do with them? I don't really actually use them all that much. As you can see, I have a bunch of them and there's nothing in them. What I use is this, and I use it just like a pouch, right? I throw this in my backpack and I keep all my things in it, and it's a pouch. It's the same thing. It doesn't open up all the way, but it's a pouch. And then the reason I use this over those is because it has a strap on it. This is a pouch with a strap. It's infinitely more useful because it has a strap. So I throw this in my bag and I put what I need into it, and then I don't have to worry about carrying it.
That's why I like the Article 130 so much, is because it's a pouch and a sling bag combo where you can take off the actual strap.
I don't want to carry my whole bag.
I use that thing all the time with my...
It's simple. It's great.
With my camera bag.
You should have a sling in your backpack. And the reason I say sling is because all of these slings fit inside my backpack.
Small tin
kit. I've got fingernail clippers, tweezers, a toothpick, file, just things for grooming. And then in these two, I have some medicine. I've got ibuprofen as well as Zyrtec, and then I also have mints, just various mints in this one. And those keep all these things nice and tidy inside my bum bag. You don't have to have this. You can use little small soft pouches, whatever you want to use. The point is a small container that keeps the little itty bitty things in your bag from going everywhere, because I ultimately always have little things like micro SD cards. I've got one of these full of micro SD cards. So some small container or pouch to hold all the little things in your bag. So that was the list, and I felt like that was pretty solid, but I felt like there was one more thing. It's not something that everybody must have in their bag, but you should have it just because it's fun. I talked about this in my gift guide this year. This has been in my bag every day for months now. So this is the Anbernic RG353V. I talked about it in my holiday gift guide, and it's been in my bag almost every single day for a month or two.
Are you
and
made?
It's awesome.
I cannot
I've been playing Mario with my daughter. I've been playing Zelda by myself, and it's just a blast from the past. It's small, it's lightweight, and don't tell me that you enjoy playing mobile games. That's not true. Nobody does. This is fun. It's just a riot, and it takes me back to my childhood. I can play all those games that I miss playing. And as I mentioned in the gift guide,
between Bill and I, we scored a pretty
not only makes me feel old, but also I feel as someone who's older and has a lot going on, this kind of retro gaming emulation feels a lot more approachable than some big AAA title games now. And it stays in your bag. And the battery life is awesome on this thing. It's just if you got a few minutes, grab this and play a few minutes of Zelda or whatever. It's been great. So I highly recommend a little retro gaming handheld like this for emulation. It's a lot of fun, and it's staying in my backpack.
Here we go. Taylor Martin, everyone. I just wanted to watch the video because I haven't been caught up on anything in terms of EDC content within the last like 2 months. So volume is a bit high on that video. I can't hear the live commentary. Is it good now? I mean, now we're good. Oh, wait, is my audio low? What the heck? Hold on. That might be a little bit better. Test. No, we're still. Test 1, 2. Why is my audio so low? What's going on here? Hang on, guys. Let me diagnose, because for some reason my mic levels are like super low. Whoops. Is it because of this? No, that's the high pass filter. De-hazard noise gate. That's good. Is it my compressor? Threshold. Test 1, 2. No. Weird. I don't want to have to turn that up all the way. Two. Oh. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I mean, now you can hear like the AC in the background. We'll have to update it and then see what's going on. I don't know. This thing's being dumb. Let's see. So I didn't even ask you. I didn't even pocket check you guys. What do you guys have in your pockets today? Northern Custom 3D and Design. Hey, what's going on, man? Happy New Year, dude. Happy New Year to you as well. To all of you. Patrick says, I'm about to play War Tycoon later, bro. Dude, peace out. Have a good one. I'm gonna have to dip out of here pretty soon-ish. So we'll see. Probably gonna go head out to the rehab center to go meet up with Ashley. But yeah, so we'll wait until you guys say what you have in your pockets, but next week is going to be a huge, massive video. It's like 30 minutes long, I think. Anywhere. It's not finalized yet, but anywhere between like 15 to 30 minutes long, and every single moment is very interesting. So I just can't wait. I just can't wait for you guys. It's going to be something huge. I do gotta say that Urban Minimalist has been pretty quiet. It has been. Tell me about it, dude. Tell me about it. I am just waiting. I'm just sitting here waiting for the production prototypes to come in, so that way you guys can see the final form, and then that's when I'm gonna be like, okay, this is it. This is the final one. It's gonna be in your guys' pockets soon. So for those of you guys that have it, I'm pushing really hard. I'm all okay. Let's see. ProTech PT Plus new breed Clydesdale. Nice. Lightweight pair 3. There we go. Brass side pop. I like it, man. Got my new favorite knife, Quiet Carry Drift Large, I think. And then I'm all purple today with the Civivi and Olight Dragon. Very cool. John says, gonna mess with your RCs, and Mr. Happy is in my pocket. There we go. Got the Civivi Vision with purple dyed scales. Yeah. If you guys want to see RC in 2024, I actually just put on some new wheels, some new shoes. Let me go grab it real quick. Bam. The Jeep got some tuned suspension, and then these crazy Method Vanquish wheels. Can you guys even see that? Yeah. So I just redid all the shocks on this. Got some new tires as well. These are BFG crawlers. Yeah, get those. And then custom wheels. And then of course it's on the SCX 10.2 platform. Got upgraded links all around, incision steel links. So this thing is, I guess, revised. And then this is the other one. I don't know if you guys seen. It's an FJ. It has the old Jeep wheels on it and tires. But yeah, this is if anyone comes over and they want to run RCs with me that needs some oil. Look at that. Oh my God, and the tire carriers. But yeah, this is going to be the one that if I want to go hiking with people, they want to run an RC car, they can take the FJ. There's a little update on those. I picked up an E-Revo, if you guys know what that is. But it's been snowing a lot. I mean, I guess I can run the RCs in the snow, but I don't like rusted screws and the aesthetic they throw, so yeah. Ethan says, got the all black reverse Tonto ProTech Runt LT right Frontier first in black marked Harda. Keyboard mini with a data dangly. There we go. Pete's Moto Life coin and Victorinox mini champ. Wow. That's a spy security. Nice. Went right over your head. What do you mean? Lord says mini area CK Maverick S Rosie Lalima, I think. I think that's how you say it. Lol, bro, Jack, dude, that's a crazy carry, Lord Nia. Are you carrying all those right now? Poshman says, hey, EDM, today is my B-day. My mom said she would get me a knife up to $250. What would you recommend for my first nice knife? You can buy yourself a Malibu. That's like the $250 range. I mean, that's typically what I would suggest going for. Is it a Land Rover body? I have a Jeep body, and it's a JK. Is it JK? I think. Yeah, it should be the JK or JL. That might be the JL body. And then we've got the FJ, the Bronco, and the Land Rover Defender. So those are the 4 crawlers. Yes, Brandon, dude. That's crazy. That's I mean, I don't think I would carry all of those all at once, but the nose looks like a Land Rover. Really? Does it? Oh my God. Don't focus. Come on. What do you currently think about the Kershaw Livewire? Because I'm actually considering it. The Livewire is pretty sweet. It's a dope, I guess. It's a dope OTF if you're into them. And the ODIGs, I'm pretty sure you're into OTFs. Livewire is sick, and they have a Tonto one now. Yup. Yeah, the Livewire, I had one for a bit there, and then I sent it back to House of Blades, but they're sending out another one. Matter of fact, I think we're planning on doing a giveaway for that, so just hint. Watch the Instagram. And I think they make them in Magna Cut, right? I think the one I got was in Magna Cut. Let's see. Oops. There it is. There's a bunch of them. There's the Tonto one. And yeah, Magna Cut. So Magna Cut Switchblade / Switchblade OTF. And I believe this is a USA made one. For $240, I don't know. Like that's a really solid deal. The only thing I didn't like about the Livewire is the pocket clip. So it just doesn't have a ton of retention. It's the same issue that I have with the bug out. And then also the bailout. The stock clips are just too short in my opinion. I like to have a little bit more retention. Like even the Arius, the mini Arius has that problem where that clip is just too small. So if the Livewire had a slightly bigger clip, like do they even sell those on like Etsy? MXG, no. Yeah, no one makes it. Someone needs to do that. Someone needs to make a pocket clip that maybe like swerves this way. I don't know. But it's a dope knife aside from the pocket clip. Like everything else is very tactical, if I could put it that way. Zokasoru says a Victorinox nail clip 580, Victorinox Super Tinker Lander 2, Citizen solar powered watch, Olight 1 R2. Dude, nice. Very cool. Ethan says yes. OFJ, it sure is. Did you see the utility Kalashnikov? I did not. Want to get a bear soon, I hope. Jason, they're pretty sweet knives. Or at least the tactile bear. I think that you're pretty much referencing that. Next knife I get is probably going to be a Jack Wolf. There you go. John says, oh, do you carry a Gerber Swiss that you can hang on your belt loop? I lost mine. I hope it's at my brother's. No, I don't. You looked at my shop? Wait, what do you mean? You mean House of Blades? That's not my shop. House of Blades is a proud sponsor of, is a really good sponsor of Everyday Minimalist. They make this happen for us, so that way I can keep making these videos for you guys. And you guys pretty much see them in every single video. So let's see. And if you guys ever buy anything off of House of Blades, you use code EDM, that'll get you 10% off your next order with whatever it is. So if you're trying to buy a Livewire, get 24 bucks off there. Pretty decent. What time is it? Yeah, I think it's time to wrap up the stream, guys. Thank you so much for dropping by, and I'll try to stream tomorrow as well, just to kind of space it because I haven't posted anything in a couple weeks. So possibly a stream, maybe like 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is noon Eastern, noon Eastern, 11 Central, and was that 9 Pacific? So have your notification bells on. I'll actually set a goal for a giveaway for you guys. We'll do a pretty decent giveaway right before the big giveaway next week. So stay tuned for all of that. And guys, again, I appreciate every single one of you guys because of what I'm going through on the personal side. Had to just take a few weeks to just get a grasp of things, So thank you guys again, and we'll have to catch you on the next one tomorrow or whenever it is. Thank you so much. Peace out.